coming up on Outdoor Oklahoma.
At 100 yards. What I usually do is shoot 2 to 3. That's good fish.
Yeah, that's real nice. I haven't caught one this big in a long time.
Of course, they always ask me, have you ever not caught a fish? I said, not in my pond. Good job, baby.
Much flavor that comes out of that first bite. You get that rosemary right off the top. Oh, you got him! You got him, Emily!
Oh! Nice mess of blue cat we have right there.
Ready.
Now, folks, this is what we're after. This is what you get in Outdoor Oklahoma.
Outdoor Oklahoma is brought to you by the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation, sharing the beauty, the adventure, and the spirit of Oklahoma's wild places.
Today we're at one of our mini WMA shooting ranges. What we're going to do today is teach you how to sight in a rifle. What we're doing today is sighting in this 25-06 at 100 yards. The gun has already been bore sighted, but don't rely on that. You need to go out to the range and sight in your rifle. One of the things to remember is whatever you sighted in, whatever load you sighted in, if you change loads after that, you need to re-sight it in. You don't want to start off shooting at 100 yards because even though it's been bore sighted, it may not be on target downrange. So what I like to do is start at 25 yards, make a shot, make sure it's on the paper, make some small adjustments, and then when we shoot downrange. Remember, always use your ear protection, eye protection. We shot our gun at 25 yards and we're on the paper. So now we're shooting at 100 yards. What I usually do is shoot 2 to 3 shots just to make sure my grouping and it's not me making a bad shot. So I shot 3 shots at 100 yards. And I'm at the very top of the target. So it's these 3 shots right here. It's a pretty good group, but I need to get it down here in the red dot. So this type of target actually has it gridded an inch. So all these lines are an inch apart. So that tells me I'm 6 inches from where I want to be. So when I go back to my scope, I can adjust it 6 inches down and 1 inch over to the left. If you remember, our shots down there were 6 inches high and 1 inch wide. All right, so what we're going to do, this is left and right, and 1 click represents 1/4 of an inch. So we're going to come back to the left 4 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're shot high at 6 inches, so we're going to have to come back down. What is it, 24 shot clicks? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4. Now, we're going to shoot a couple of rounds and see where we're at. All right. Well, if you remember, our first 3 shots was right up here on the very edge. We went back, made our adjustments, took 2 more shots, and these 2 shots are actually touching the bullseye. I could go back and tweak it out a little bit, but I would say at 100 yards, my rifle's sighted in. Well, I hope today's video helped you out. Next year before deer season, grab your guns, go out to the gun range, practice. It'll help for a successful hunt.
Bruce, this is one of the SES flood control ponds that I have in my county. This is pretty typical McCurtain County.
Real
flood
nice
control pond.
Real nice lake, pond. I guess you could. It's big enough to be a small lake.
Yeah, some of them. This one will be about maybe 30, 35 acres total with the neck back in there. And most of them run from, I'd say 20 acres. You know, some of them as big as 40.
Yeah.
But we don't have any major water in the county. We've got the South Canadian River that runs through, but most of the fishing is done from ponds like this right here.
Are you sure this is your favorite lure that you gave me to use? It doesn't seem to be producing a whole bunch.
That's why I gave it to you.
That's why you gave it to me. Yeah, I figured that.
That's good right there.
Hey, at least you're catching a fish.
This is a bait fish.
Why don't you spin this way just a little bit and hold it up? Oh, you can be happier than that. I mean, you're catching fish. I'm sitting here treading water, getting good exercise. There you go. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is something I just don't get enough of.
It's hard work.
Started our family a couple years ago, so I've been playing Super Dad for the last couple years, and the float tube and the fishing rods have been just kind of sitting there collecting dust in the garage, unfortunately. But we got to go fishing with the girls last summer, and one of the fish from our first trip I had mounted, so we've got a nice red ear sunfish. And
Yeah, I took my boys fishing all over spring break, a little pond up here in the north part of the county on Highway 9, and they had some trout stalked in the wintertime, and you know, we caught a lot of trout and a bunch of hybrid perch.
Yeah, well, right now we're armed with Snoopy rods and stuff. My wife took some video of me catching some fish with a Snoopy rod, so I think she's going to use that to blackmail me or something.
Yeah, but there's been a lot of 7-8 pound bass caught on Snoopy rods.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to get up here and make a few casts into some first water. Maybe I'll finally catch a fish. All I seem to be catching is all the vegetation that's lingering near the bottom.
You gonna cut me off, huh?
Pretty decent one?
No, he's about
jumping.
He's about like that first one, but he's gonna jump.
Yeah. Let me scoot in here and get a photo.
About the same size.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's jumping.
They had a good spawn this year. There you go. I think
Is that the Jon quick release
that's
method
a quick
there?
release method.
Just touch them on the nose and away they go.
What it looks like is these smaller half-pound fish are up in the shallow water, and deeper ones are probably hanging big ones a little deeper in the water. It looks like pretty good fish.
Yeah, I'm hanging on.
Did you put that crankbait on there?
No, it's just spinner.
Oh, that's a good fish. That's good fish.
Yeah. This is where being in a tube really helps out.
Yeah.
Because you can't.
Can you lip him or you move?
Well, he's still trucking around.
That's good fish. Good, healthy fish.
Yeah. Boy, they just tapped it. Just barely.
He was on the outside of this moss line.
Just barely felt this one.
That's good fish.
Yeah, that's real nice. I haven't caught one this big in a long time.
You want to get it? You want me to take a picture of him or?
Yeah, we might as well do that. Otherwise, everybody back at the office says, "Oh, you can't catch a fish."
That's kind of what I thought. These little ones are up in that shallow water. I kind of thought these bigger ones might be hanging in a little deeper water. That's a good.
I told you I could catch a fish.
Good fish.
Yeah, you put up a good fight. Well, let me rephrase this. I think I'll keep casting this spinner.
Keep that spinner on?
Yeah, I think I'll keep this spinner on.
Hit twice. You don't have to run your 3 miles a day. It's like crappie. No, it's about, yeah, it's crappie.
Pretty decent.
Crappie spawned right along this bank here last year. No, it's bass. No, it's crappie.
Yeah. So you found us a crappie hole.
You see him suck that up?
Yeah, boy, he just bopped it.
Y'all seen him yet?
This fish gonna attack me?
It's a pretty good fish. About like that one you caught. He's shorter. He got a good belly, but he's shorter.
Mm-hmm.
That rod holder is real handy on this tube.
Yeah, I guess so.
It looks like fish.
Yeah. Boy, it didn't feel like a fish.
It's so long as you caught one.
Yeah, I know. Down, boy, down. Well, I don't know who's got who here. Yeah, he just barely thumped it. I thought I had another chunk of vegetation.
A lot of fish that size right here.
Gotta admit, they're awful feisty.
Yeah. I thought you said this gonna be the one to catch them. This thing's kind of slowed down here a little bit. Let's go try another lake.
All right,
We
sounds
got
pretty
more-
good.
Got some more good ones. Let's go visit a little better lake on some bigger fish.
Paddle back the truck here and cast our way back. Gonna catch one more right up here. It's gonna be tough to beat that pond we just got done fishing.
Yeah, it was awesome. Some awful good fishing over there. This is really better for big bass than this lake right here. We kind of managed it ourselves, kind of have our own slot limit here, and looks like we got a little competition over here, Bruce.
Yeah, a couple more tubers.
It's that's a landowner, one of those pond we're in right now.
Ah, what is that? A little flock of geese that just came in on the pond down there at the far end?
It looks like it. Looks like a pretty good bunch.
Is there a channel or anything that runs through?
Oh, it's
Doesn't seem to be real deep where we're at right here.
not real defined. There's that road bed over on the other side over there at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. He took off with it.
Well, if you know, we
It
just
is.
went over a drop off.
It doesn't feel like a very real big one.
Yeah, that's why he's pulling you across the pond.
Yeah, he's
Nice fish.
yeah, it's good fish.
Good fish. If I can stay out of your way here.
Yeah, he's good fish. Oh, he's barely hooked. He's barely hooked. Good fish.
Nice fish. All right. Look up and smile. You just caught a nice fish. There you go. Bring it. Oh, that's a nice 4.5 pounder.
Yeah, to you it's 4.5 pounds.
Oh, you're probably gonna say something like at 6 or something like that. That's a nice fish.
Yeah,
Put up a good fight.
It's 5.5, 6 pounds.
Yeah. He's fat as a
Yeah,
toad.
notice the color difference in this and dingy water fish
Yeah.
as opposed to
A
the
lot
clear
lighter.
water. Yeah.
A lot lighter.
Here we go.
Fight another day. I know.
You got a good one over
I don't know.
there?
Yeah, looks like it.
Good one?
Looks like it.
Bruce, there go the geese.
Yeah, they're finally taking off.
I think we ought to follow their lead. take off too.
Last night got down to about 50 degrees, so, and the moon phase is high, so it's kind of one of those deals where fish are probably already up, moving around, doing their thing. Like I said, this time of year, a lot of big bass get caught. A lot of guys are out hunting for those big fish, you know.
Just saw a big bass jump out there. That's awesome.
They're going to be active this morning. This lake is full of largemouth, sand bass, very large catfish. So it's a good chance we'll catch some, hopefully. Started fishing as a kid. My family grew up fishing, so I got into it pretty early on in life. And as far as competitive fishing, I really didn't do much of that till about 5 years ago when I bought my first kayak and kind of got interested in, you know, getting out and doing some more fishing, and then found out that there was a pretty good size competitive kayak fishing group in Oklahoma. And I've been kind of hooked ever since. I'm the captain of operations for the OSU Tulsa Police Department. I've been employed by OSU Stillwater for the last 14 years. I was recently promoted last year to that position in Tulsa. I probably fish 4 days a week. I usually fish a couple jackpot tournaments on Tuesday night, sometime Thursday. And then I'm fishing all weekend, you know, Saturday and Sunday. I'll be somewhere fishing, either on a pond, in the kayak, or something. So typically people think that when you fish this much, you're always catching fish, and that's not always the case. You know, people watch a lot of YouTube videos and stuff they see on TV and watch the pros always catching fish on TV. But I always tell people, those guys, they put 12 hours a day, 7 days a week into their sport, and they learn where the fish are, and they have the high-end technology on their boats to find them. But you take an average fisherman who goes out maybe once every other weekend or something, and he gets frustrated because he can't catch fish. And I just tell him, it's not because you're not a good angler, it's just because you don't put enough time in. I think the thing that steers me away from the bass boats right now is just the overall cost of maintenance on a bass boat as opposed to a kayak or a two-man boat. There's very little maintenance involved in a kayak, especially when it's all human powered. As long as I'm able, the kayak's able, and there's no holes in it, we can get on the water. Whereas if your boat breaks down and it costs you $3,000 to fix it, and you don't have $3,000, your boat's just sitting in your driveway waiting to get fixed, and you can't use it. And you know, I tell people I can go anywhere a bass boat can go. It just may take me a little bit longer to get there, but once I'm there, I can easily actually get in places the bass boat can't. Fish on. All right. Couldn't have timed that much better. I know the owner of the Oklahoma City Kayak Store as well as the Tulsa Kayak Store. And when I first met him 4 or 5 years ago, his inventory was full. I mean, he was hard pressed to sell, 3 kayaks a month. And once COVID hit and the economy basically shut down and people were staying home and they had to find things to do to occupy their time, he sold out in a couple months, his entire inventory at both his stores. I tell people that's probably the best place to learn to fish is in a pond, because you don't have to worry about trying to figure out where the fish are, because typically you can get to every side of the pond. And I give them every opportunity to catch a fish, and I tell them if you don't catch one, you got to walk. And of course they always ask me, have you ever not caught a fish? I said, not in my pond. I know where they're at. I can always catch one in the pond. A lot different than a lake. The lake's a lot bigger and you got to figure out where they're at and what they're doing. And yes, I have made a few people walk home, or at least back to the gate. I don't make them walk home. There's a fish right there. He must have followed my bait back in earlier. Huh. If you're wanting to get into kayaking and you don't know where to go, please look up the Oklahoma Kayak Anglers on their webpage as well as on Facebook. There's a lot of information out there on how to get started. If there's not, then you can always ask the question and post it on Facebook. And we're very eager to answer all questions on social media. So I'm gonna keep fishing, guys. I'm looking to catch a big fish today, and if not, a small one will work too.
Outdoor Oklahoma is produced by the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation and is proud to serve and be funded entirely by sportsmen and women and outdoor enthusiasts who love and appreciate all things wild in the great state of Oklahoma. Connect with us online on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. Want to know more about the Wildlife Department? Visit us at wildlifedepartment.com. Thanks for watching.